Well, I did it. I finished a drawing, something that is surprisingly rare for me to do, seeing that I'm usually busy with other things. So for this video, I'm going to review and look over what I've accomplished, what I could have done better, and what I'm going to do in the future. Also, I do see all of your comments asking for a lore video, and I'm still kind of on the fence on whether I'll actually give you guys one or not, but if you do watch to the end of this video, I will give a little snippet of context. For now though, this is only one part of my plan to post this piece of artwork for the rest of the week until one of the videos does well. As mentioned in my last video, the main goals of this piece was to continue to work on my stylization, composition, and to try and tell a story. Like I said previously, I'm working on finding a compromise between a professional and well-done style and something that isn't going to take me 10 million years to finish. And after five revisions, I finally was able to come up with something that I'm somewhat satisfied with. Seeing that I do have 24 hours on this canvas already, and every time I open it, my iPad starts overheating, I should probably just be done with it now though. Let's start with what I think some of the biggest issues with this piece ended up being. Values are one of the most important things to be considering in any piece of artwork. I have a very bad habit of using color to compensate for bad value choices. This piece isn't the worst example of this happening, but I do think that the colors are way more saturated than I initially planned them to be because of this reason. I also feel the space around some of these scenes are a bit empty. I was kind of frustrated with backgrounds while I was working on this, which is why I threw a Gaussian blur over everything, but I just feel like there isn't enough going on near these characters, especially given the energy of the scene. Despite what I said about values, I am actually pleased with how everything looks color-wise and value-wise, even if things are a bit saturated, and I really like how the line art turned out because it doesn't feel like it's doing too much. I sometimes make pieces where I feel like the line art almost takes away from the content that I'm trying to show, and this didn't really happen here, which I'm really happy about. A lot of my focus recently as an artist has been the fundamental shapes and colors and values of a piece. Not the details, not the rendering style, not my art style, but the core details that define the piece. And I think this is a really good example of that exploration, as I really only used lighting and very few shadows to emphasize every scene. In the future, I'd like to focus on the way the light bounces off onto these figures into the darker areas, and I think that will allow these pieces to come to life even more than they already have. Overall, I think this piece is pretty successful. It gets the job done, and I'm overall happy with the result. Before I posted my original post showcasing this piece, I asked my partner, what would Soren say in a scene like this? I wanted to add some quote to the caption. My partner told me that they wouldn't say anything at all, and asked me if my character would say anything. After some time, I thought, no, she wouldn't say anything either. I mean, what is there to say? They had done this dance before, and Aurora wasn't gonna let it happen again. I really adore Soren's face in this piece, as it shows someone who's realized that all of the mind games that they spent time playing has caught up to them, and if anyone's been heartbroken, it's them in the end. But otherwise, if you like watching a deranged woman draw women kissing, you should give me a follow.